go more in depth on balancing the masculine and the feminine energies, because both are vital. And it's the reason why there's a lot of issues in the world, be it violent issues, be it the gender issues, all kinds of things, all because of the not being able to balance these energies within ourselves, right? All kinds of things, too masculine without the balancing with a feminine will birth too much selfish destruction, and too much feminine without the line in the sand and the durability of the masculine result in complacency, right? Both are important, right? I've had phases on my journey where growing up, I would say, as a little kid, I was pretty balanced, but as I grew up, I became too masculine without compassion. And I had my first awakening, and then I was shown this realization, right, of oneness and unity and love and peace, right? And then at that point, I just had viewed the masculine ways as bad, and I just associated it all with like unconsciousness. And then I just adopted the ways of peace and unity fully, to the point where I would just ignore certain things, and I would just like, not enough action was happening, right, in my life. Like I didn't have that drive to get stuff done, right? And then I had a dark night of the soul where I pretty much lost everyone, everything, man. And then at that point, after coming back from that, I developed this hard, badass type thing, and basically put aside the feminine peace and unity energy, and I was just like, all right, bro, 1,000 push-ups every night. I'm gonna lift every day, 1 in the morning, do all this stuff. I was getting pretty damn ripped, I'll tell you what. Just super like brute on myself, man, hard on myself, stoic, right? And then I realized, like, yeah, life's getting good, life's improving on the outside, but there's something in here that's just hollow, man. Did some shadow work, came to realize I was being far too hard on myself. Then like it all like gleamed open, and then I realized the peace, love, and unity again, right? I was into this blissed enlightenment state for about a week. Then I realized that now I'm just so happy that I don't really care to do that stuff anymore. And then I realized I feel all content on the inside, but then life on the outside started going to shit again, right? Then I realized that the inside was starting to not feel so good because of everything going on out there. And the number I see all of the time is 222, right? And it dawned on me now. The masculine energy is the driving force, the physical manifestation, right? It allows the feminine, right? The male has its seed, and the male is what does all the work and brings it to the female to birth it, right? So you cannot ignore either of the qualities, right? And that's the whole gender thing is, because depending on your specific karma, you're lacking one or the other, and you think you're one thing, you think you're that. It's a whole thing. It's an illusion, but it's a set of karma, a unique set of karma that those people have to work through, and whether they will or not, that's their path. If they do something irreversible, that's just karma they're gonna have to live with in this life, and then they're gonna have to realize after the life that maybe they took a wrong turn somewhere. But that gender stuff's a different conversation, right? But no, both energies are vitally important, right? You need to understand peace, love, and unity, and you need to have your masculine acts. The things you do in the masculine will give you that drive, that unrelenting drive, that power, man, like to get stuff done against all odds, to feel unbreakable, unstoppable, disciplined, and driven, hard work, right? You need that, right? Everybody has like a life path, everybody has like a divine mission, and we got to be driven on that path, right? And that drive is the masculine force, right? And it's the masculine force that allows you to have that will to create the platform for the feminine, right? Like you gotta this peace and unity, this truth, which you could say is feminine in nature, really the balance is the true spiritual truth. But like what we're trying to spread, this peace, love, and unity, yes, it's feminine in nature, but you have to understand that the full truth is a balance of both, right? And it works itself out that way, that if you look at like potential and kinetic energy, right? The potential is the feminine, and the kinetic is in action, right? That's the masculine, right? If you want to like reach a bunch of people, you got to put the work in to like build yourself up to, do something, to create a podcast. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Like our divine missions are unique to us, what our unique skills are, but it's all meant to uplift the consciousness of the planet, right? And we need a masculine drive to like get it done. Like, go ahead and make one video. Like, you're not gonna get many views on it, right? I mean, go ahead and do like something one time. You need to have dedication and consistency, discipline, and you need to go even when it's tough. Those are masculine qualities of strength, right? And you need that, but at the same time, you need to have the feminine aspect of things, like the peace, love, and unity. They work with each other, right? You can think of it like, the heroic stories of like a strong guy like carrying this fragile woman, right? The male is the masculine energy is what puts us all into motion in the physical plane, right? They're both important, right? So you need to have a balance of both. You need to be disciplined on yourself for what you absolutely can control, right? You need to be disciplined, right? But for what you can't control, you have to surrender and be compassionate with yourself, right? And if you're going through something hard, let's say like an addiction or like some type of problem, right? You could go the stoic approach and be like, no, I don't feel nothing, right? No, that'd be lying to yourself, right? You have to understand that some things are so deeply rooted that you can't stoic it away, right? I mean, you can do that with some things, right? For sure. I mean, some things you absolutely can go the hard way, but some things you have to know when you need to do some shadow work and be compassionate with yourself and understand why